Alrighty, now that you have a place to call home, it's time to move forward and make some long-term investments. What are some long-term investments? Well, during your playtime you will go through many blocks and many items. One of these investments is farming. Crop farming is a great place to start. Wheat is the most common plant, yet very useful. To get wheat, you need to plant seeds. Seeds come from grass. Getting some shouldn't be too difficult. Next, craft a hoe. A stone hoe will work. Now, crops need water. Instead of actually watering your crops, there just needs to be a water source within 4 blocks of the farmland. Farmland is made by using a hoe on grass or dirt blocks. Plant your seeds and wait for them to grow, or use bone meal on it to make them grow faster. Of course, there are other plant foods too. You don't have to actively search for them, they just kind of fall right into your lap. Zombies have a chance to drop a potato or carrot, and you can find those, plus beetroot seeds in chests in structures. Also, villages are usually rich in farm stuff. While on the topic of farming, I'll talk about that first. But keep in mind, while your first plants are growing, you should be going mining. We'll get to mining in a little bit. So, fast forward a bit. Wow, look at your harvest. You are a grade A farmer. With wheat, you can do 2 things. One is finding cows, leading them to your base by holding the wheat into your hand and breeding them to get more cows. And 2, to make yourself bread for some more food if you are a little short. Or you can easily cheese the system and go to your local river and kill salmon, which are plentiful and will always respawn. Both are great ideas, but there may not even be cows around where you live at all. Well, like plants, cows aren't the only animals to hold hostage, kindly feed them, then brutally slaughter them in front of their families to get their remains. Chickens, sheep, and pigs exist too. Chickens eat seeds. If you happen to find pumpkins or even melons, you can turn those into seeds, plant them, and even use the seeds to feed the chickens as well. Sheep, like cows, only eat wheat, while pigs eat carrots, potatoes, and beetroots. That being said, each animal has its pros and cons depending on where you're living. Seeing these around? Grab them. Of course, like anything that you collect, depending on how long you play, depends on how much of these you'll need. Sugarcane, however, is very, very useful and very easy to farm, so growing them is always a good idea. You'll see why later on. To grow sugarcane, all you need to do is place them right beside water and watch them grow. Wood! You'll need lots of wood, especially if you want to build a house or any building made of wood. When leaves are broken, they might drop their respective saplings. To grow a tree, just plant them in an area where the tree will fit when it grows. As you can see, here the tree will grow, and here it will not. Though this is very iffy. To be safe, I make a forestry by planting saplings 5 blocks apart. There's a trick with spruce saplings where if you have 4 placed in this fashion, an absolute unit of a tree will grow, producing lots of wood. And, if you're lucky, some bees may decide to move in with you. I didn't know that they could do this until it actually happened, but I think it's really neat. No water is required to grow trees, which is odd because trees need a lot more water than crops. Now it's time to get a little dirty. Gone mining. Before mining, or any expedition for that matter, make sure you bring all the necessary equipment along. Pickaxes, a shovel, a sword, plenty of torches and food, and some wood are all things that should be taken down into the mines. If you have leather or iron already, make yourself armor and a shield. Off we go. Now, there's nothing wrong with exploring the world looking for caves on the surface that way, but it's best to create your own mine so you can get cobblestone. Mining is actually pretty simple, and there are 2 effective ways to do it. One is to mine diagonally downwards. Making it 2 or 3 wide is great, because, of course, you'll find more ore, but also you could place stair blocks or a minecart system for easier travel later if you want. The second is to mine diagonally downwards a certain number of blocks, say 10, then turn 90 degrees and repeat. So when you want, or have a project with which you need lots of stone, you can mine the middle out and get one big square in the end. However you want to mine is totally up to you. Inevitably though, you'll find yourself a cave. Caves are great. Caves are fun. Caves are dangerous. Hordes of monsters suffocating in gravel, falling creepers, or falling into lava are high possibilities to cause your death. Using your sword properly, defending with your shield, and watching your feet is crucial to your survival. If you happen to find diamonds, great. Grab them with your iron pick. Usually, making a diamond pickaxe is the first thing you'd make with your first diamonds. That and an enchanting table. I won't go too deep into enchanting at all in this guide, but I will say that if you make both of those, you might be able to get an enchantment called Fortune on your diamond pickaxe, which, if you mine ores like coal and diamond, you may get an extra drop or two. From time to time, there will be scout parties out and about. These guys are pretty scary and can easily be heard because of their unique grunting sound they make. They won't attack you unless you approach them, but they don't really go away either, so usually you will have to fight them. When you kill the leader, you'll get a bad omen effect, which will start a raid battle, not the Pokemon kind, in any village you enter. The more raids that happen, the harder they get. One crazily overpowered trick is to just drink milk to get rid of the effect. Same goes for poison, slowness, or any other effect for that matter. Alright, now that you have tools, weapons, resources, and food, it is time to set off into one of the most dangerous places you will ever go. The Nether. Holy moly, I probably suck at editing because that takes so long to edit these videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope you learned something. And make sure you subscribe for more, because this is only the second part of a 4-part series. So yeah, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you'll get notified whenever I make another video, so that you can become a pro at the Minecraft. The wonderful game of Minecraft. Anyways, talk to you later. Goodbye. To grow sugarcane, you just need to apply... There's a trick with... Trick?